So how do we get from the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding? That applies to ourselves. How do we get from there to talking about Christ as the Logos, the Word, the wisdom of God? Well, it's because God has created us. He has given us our mind, our body, everything we have. And we then are able to follow in our minds common sense. Paul said in Romans 12, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, that isn't quite the same thing as be wise, but in Christ we are transformed by the renewing of our mind. This is how we apply and be connected to. Jesus Christ has saved us by his holy blood. We are washed in the blood of the Lamb. He has shed his blood on the cross for us. How can we turn away from such a great salvation as this? Almost any time we do something that's foolish, self-centered, only thinking of ourselves, we are being unwise. But thank God, he accepts us again and again. And he forgives us. And he brings us back to him. That is the wisdom of God. We thank God that he continually hears us, he sees us, not as we are, but as we are under Christ. We are Christ. We are Christ's followers. We are Jesus' friends. And something we say, and it's appropriate, to say we are Jesus' brothers. And we don't want to think too highly of ourselves, and I'm not saying that. But God has given us the Spirit within us to follow him. All the things we do in life, we go along day by day. We try the best we can. We drive safely. We visit our families. We work. All those things are, we can say, God's wisdom in action in our lives. It's the fear of the Lord that is the beginning of wisdom. And you know, it goes on. I found a verse in an apocryphal book. We don't say those words too many times. Apocryphal books are the books that were written between the Old Testament and the New Testament, about 400 years. The book is called Sirach. In the book of the Wisdom of Sirach, it says, my son, seek wisdom's discipline while you are young. And when your hair is white, you will find her still, her in wisdom. So maybe that verse that was embedded in the annals of the college I went to, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, over 50 years ago. Maybe that has taken